Hi guys, today, as usual, I came from the blues. You see, the blues. Welcome to our YouTube channel today. I say our YouTube channel because I believe we belong together. Anyway, welcome to my YouTube channel today. And today we are going to talk about growing up. And this is going to involve myself and my two younger siblings. And it's gonna be fun. Just brace yourself because we're going to talk about everything about growing up, about siblings, everything about us. And yes, I'm going to introduce you to two of my siblings. I told you initially we are 8. Today you get to meet 2. And they are going to be
Rose here.
Rose and
And
basically, I am Beryl. This is Beryl Itindi, and today we are just going to use Beryl. So I am Beryl today, and this is Rose, and this is Anne, just to say it once again so that we don't forget. Rose and Anne and Beryl. And I am the eldest one here. And then Anne. And she is our last born, by the way.
Yeah.
she is the last born. So now like growing up, I don't know, I wanted us to just have a discussion about everything and anything. Basically, there's really no direction, but I just wanted to have a discussion about growing up. I want you to understand them as well as you started understanding me, or that you understood me. So Anne and Rose, let me start by just letting you like talk and say something about yourselves, like introduce yourself, reintroduce yourself. There we go.
We save the best, the last.
Okay.
hey, last born.
She has decided that she's the best. She just doesn't know. Should we tell her?
No.
By the way, sahi nasikia, I am yani,
Okay, guys.
And you can see.
We'll tell you
something about
We'll tell you
kusikia
something
part.
about
before niwaeke ndani ya crate ya soda niwapiganisha.
Hey.
Now that is growing up.
That is growing
That
up.
is growing up.
Anyway, let us continue and let her continue assuming that she's the best.
Hi guys. Once again, my name is Anne Maureen Itindi, and I'm the second last born. She is our big sister, but not the biggest, obvious. She is big in
You know, let me cut you short. They know why they're calling me the big sister. They know Mimi ndio Obimba.
Mama Lao.
Yes. I used to beat them. I used to hit them using the
Kisigino.
Kisigino. This is called Kisigino in Swahili. I used to use it to hit them when they were young. They had to sing. Like,
Yes.
Can you sing it, by the way? Before I
Beryl
sing.
Liobimba, hakuna mwingine ni yeye peke yake. Na sasa hiyo ameinua mguu hivi.
If you don't sing like that,
You get the hit.
you get the hits.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Not like I'm violent, by the way. I'm not violent. It's just the growing up
the growing up part.
and being the bigger sister.
And of course, growing up, especially now that you're coming from a very big family, people now tend to take sides. So definitely, she was always on my side.
Pone umejua.
Yes.
On my side, on,
On
my
her
side,
side,
on
on
my
her
side.
side,
And we were
because-
definitely the winning team.
Yeah, we are the winning team.
And you're still winning, you're still winning.
To date.
Okay, nilikuwa side yangu peke yangu, but I was winning all along.
In terms of what? In terms of what? Winning in
what?
terms of what?
Winning
what?
in class? Yes.
Yes.
In
That one,
class,
yes.
She was winning it.
Wow, ya kuingiza ndani ya crate.
You are, you know, you
What?
like imagining.
What?
You like imagining.
What?
Like now she's imagining what? Like you've already won. What?
Anyway, she used to win even the what? She's strong, by the way. Woo! She would beat us both up. You know, we were very young and she would beat us both up and win while we are 2,
And she will not run. After winning, she just walks out like this.
like a boss.
Like a boss.
And
Like,
leaves
follow
us-
me if you can.
Yes. Leaves us proud down there. But anyway,
And then at that time, Beryl and I are just looking at each other like, do something about it.
and there was nothing I could do because she's strong. Stronger than us. But you see, that is only when we've ganged against her. But when they've ganged against me, Obimba.
And that one, by the way, she'll win. I don't know if I'm the problem here.
Sing it again.
Beryl ni Obimba, hakuna mwingine ni yeye peke yake.
Bas.
Just 3 lines saves your day.
Yeah. By the way, that one in English means like, how do I even translate that thing in English?
Like Yokozuna hivi.
You're the goat.
Beryl is the strong one. There is no other one. Just Beryl.
Exactly.
Good.
Exactly.
Umegonga ni kwa.
The goat.
The goats.
The real OG.
Yes.
But,
So-
but in terms of money,
We can let her talk. When it comes to Mula,
yeah,
Dallas.
you just say, hi, kwa hiyo number.
Sometimes you call her just to say hi and she picks the phone and she's like, Sina.
I don't have.
You've not even said what you Sina. Hello, Sina. We even nicknamed her John Cena. Because every time Sina.
Like, Rosina.
John Cena. Anyway. Yes. We said the last for the best. What?
Best for the last. You can even interchange.
Okay.
Okay.
We said the last for
Last
the
for
last.
the best. Last for the last.
Best for the last. My introduction is short, simple, and sweet. Triple S. Yeah.
Continue.
Rose Vivian Itindi. I'm the youngest, and mi ndio auntie wa Haria.
Hey.
Their savior.
Okay.
Financially.
Wow.
They chop my money.
Wow.
They really chop my money. Sometimes I remain bure.
Yeah.
Yes, now that you've heard their voices and you're still going to hear their voices more and more. So I'm just going to like, it's going to be an interaction. Yes, we are just going to interact. Like you're just going to like tell stories and what it's just be a cool like conversation type of conversation if something like that exists. And I'm just like going to like maybe just let it flow. Like if they have a question to me, I have a question to any of them, either of us has a question to any of us, or just anything. We're just reminiscing our growing up and all that. So maybe I may ask like, I may ask Anne or other Rose, both of them, whoever, like their best memories they have about growing up, like when we were children and all that. I can say there's one thing that there's one thing that I remember very vividly about Anne. And there was this time that we were going to, back when we were very, very young, we were going to school. That was a day school in Eldoret. We used to live in Eldoret. So Anne was, I think she was in grade 1, and I was in grade 4. Yes, when she was in grade 1, I was in grade 4. Rose had not even joined primary school yet. She was in kindergarten. So there was this time we used to wake up early in the morning together with my elder siblings and walk to school. So there was this day we were walking to school. And Anne kept, when we were walking to school, Anne kept doing like, ouch, ouch, ouch. And hey, Anne, what's wrong with you? Ouch. Yeah, there was something, but you see, our eldest sister, her name is Linda. Linda was, I think she was in class 8 by then, grade 8. And, she had to get to school very early because they had like preps, morning preps. So she would take no nonsense on the road. She'd be like, walk, walk, walk. She wanted to hear nothing about, ow. So that's how we walked. We walked all the way to school and kept holding her ears and saying she was feeling some kind of pain. And, we just got to school and boom, we were in school. So sometime around 10 a.m., I think it was around during, just immediately after tea break, their teacher, Anne's teacher, came to my class and then called me out. So I went out and then Anne's teacher is like, hey, Anne is not feeling well. She needs to go home she needs to go home and see or to the hospital and see a doctor. And, I looked at the teacher and I was like, that's not my responsibility. I had a sister in grade 8. Why am I being told to take Anne home? So I threw the ball to my sister. I told the teacher, no, go and tell Linda. I'm not the eldest one here. Linda is the eldest one here. You just go and tell Linda. So later on, Linda came, and Linda took Anne to my dad's office. My dad used to work just near where we used to go to school. So she took Anne to my dad's office, and then together with my dad, they went to the hospital. And guess what was removed from Anne's ear? A huge cockroach. And it was alive. And it was doing the
Antennas like this.
Oh, it's antennas?
And the wings also.
No, I was saying it. No,
It
it was not the. It was the antenna. That,
You don't know.
Sorry,
we
sorry.
know.
Okay.
That time you were not.
Plus it flew
Oh,
after it was
yeah,
been...
no.
So it was flying inside her ears.
Yeah, that's why she was
you
saying
saw it
that.
flying.
No, you said that you feel like there is a butterfly.
He said
Yeah,
exactly that's what I was saying. But there is no way.
was flapping.
There is no way a cockroach can be flying inside. So it is definitely the antenna that were doing this, not the.
Even the wings were doing this,
No.
but they could not flap.
Remember, it is in my ear.
We don't
in
know
my
how
ear.
huge.
In my
We
ear,
don't
not
know
your
how
ears.
huge the whole is
Na
inside.
tumwache but tuliona.
Now, how old were you? Excuse me.
It doesn't matter, but she remembers. So, okay, that's one of the memories that I really remember about, and that's one thing I remember about her during that time. And then, you see, it was, I remember that time when we got home that day, my mom was a tailor, by the way. When we got home that day, we found my mom busy on her machine. Guess what she was making? She was making capes that would cover,
Monkey capes.
they're called monkey capes. Yeah. Monkey capes to cover our ears so that insects do not get into our ears when you're sleeping at night. So we were supposed to put on those capes every night. Like every night we'd put on those capes. And she was very specific, like, you know what? You need to put on this cape so that you don't have roaches or any other thing getting into your ears. But then it was traumatic. It was traumatic. Anne's experience was traumatic, not only to her, but to us. And we were very, very, you know, no one had to remind us to put on those monkey capes. We had to put them on in advance, and they had some kind of elastic here so that they don't like move out of your ears late at night. We would just have them cover our ears all this way. That's one of the funniest memories I remember about Anne. I don't even know what if either of them remembers anything about myself or about themselves, but yeah, that's what now. Okay, you can go. The best for the last.
Okay. And I hope it is like you remember, not something that you read from Beryl's articles. Please.
I
Please.
hope so. But you know, she's a good rememberer.
Rememberist.
Yeah, rememberist. She's a good rememberist. You know,
Okay,
she used to be number 1 in class.
Exactly, yeah.
So let us give her the benefit of
Let us see if you're also number 1 in outside the world.
Yes.
I have photographic memory, remember?
Okay.
Or videographic, wherever.
Okay.
Okay. Sawa director.
Now this Sunday we were going to church. You remember?
Let us laugh in advance.
On Sunday.
Time we were going to church. You know, the church was just near our house. Okay, somehow we could walk to church. We all had offerings. 5 bob, 10 bob, 20 bob. So Beryl was given, I don't know, it was 5 bob. At the big, it had 5 corners, right, Anne?
5 bob does not have 5 corners.
Okay.
It had how many corners? It's octagon. It's 8 corners.
8 corners.
Okay, so but it was 5 bob, right?
You're still winning. It had 8 corners.
So I don't know the kind of hunger Beryl had. She put her 5 bob in her mouth. And she was walking. We were all walking to church, by the way. Then it was the guava season. The fruits were hanging.
Hold up.
Sour.
Actually, she did not even put that 5 shilling coin in her mouth. It was just in the pocket, actually. No, not in the pocket. On her hand. Like this, in her hand, sorry. So, we're just walking. And then, it was during the guava season. Now, Beryl saw a ripe guava. That guava, by the way, to be honest, it was very ripe and it was big. It was big, to be honest.
There were many.
It was there to be died for. No. Like all of us now were struggling. We wanted to have that one guava. Now Beryl thought it twice to put that 5 shilling coin inside her mouth like this so that at least she can jump and get hold of that guava and come down. Guess what? Should we continue? Guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, guess what?
Stop. What did you do?
Finally, the guava was landed comfortably, peacefully in Mary's hands. And what happened? The 5-shilling coin went down her throat and it stuck here. Now, instead of Beryl celebrating like, guys, I'm having a guava, the story changed completely. Linda!
You know, I was literally choking. I was choking. That 5-shilling coin, like it rested horizontally, across my throat. And I was trying to talk. I was like, I've swallowed a coin, you know? And we were with our neighbors, some of our neighbors. Let me pick this story up because I was the most affected. So
you can imagine someone swallowing the offering. How do you even swallow an offering, surely?
I tell you, and it was bad. So what happened is like I started screaming, and then all my sisters left me. Imagine they all left me. They were like, no, we are not taking you home.
I think we're also in shock.
Because
It was shock, by the way.
everyone was afraid of mom. Actually, Linda, my elder sister, was afraid because my mom would ask her, so
You were not even taking
where
care.
were you when your
Yeah.
sister was swallowing this coin?
Yeah.
You see the way our mothers used to do back then. So Linda was like, hey, I wash my hands off this. I'm not going with you home. So everyone else followed Linda, and they were like, we are going to church, find your way home. So we had two friends who are our neighbors. So two of them, they were about my age mates. So two of them decided to escort me back home. It was quite a walk. It was like around 15 minutes from where I had swallowed the coin to our house. I remember they came to my house. We came together, and then when we got to the house, my mom was still in the house because my dad and my mom were still in the house because they were going to the church later, because we were first doing Sunday school, then after Sunday school, then the big church would start. So they were still in the house waiting for their time to go to church. I remember my mom opening the door, and she was like, what happened? I could not even speak by that time. I couldn't talk. So these two friends of mine are the ones who told my mom, Beryl has swallowed a coin. Hey, my mom being the panicky African mom, she went like, hey. What happened now? What if I had given you like a bigger coin? What would have happened? Blah, 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 blah. Whew. And then, you know, my dad just appeared from the room, and he was like, there's no time to start cursing and all that. So my dad took me, he just picked his car keys, and we left. My mom decided she was not coming with that because she was so shocked. She was in shock, and she was panicking. She was thinking I was going to die. So she left. We left, and she left her back in the house. I remember my dad drove like crazy. When we were going to the hospital, it was, now, my clothes, the whole of this front part was wet because I was like, saliva was coming out of my my mouth and all that. And I was like, whew. It was so painful. Anyway, we went to the hospital, and we got to the hospital. It was sometime in 1993. We went to the hospital. When we got to the hospital, that hospital, it was Uasin Gishu Memorial Hospital. It's no longer there. It was turned to MTRH. So we went to Uasin Gishu.
Wasike?
Uasin Gishu.
You are shocked. You are shocked.
Yeah, you see, we went to Uasin Gishu Memorial Hospital, and the doctor wasn't in. Apparently, the doctor had gone to God knows where, and he was out there. Back then, there were no mobile phones. The doctor had stepped out, gone to his house. It was a hassle. Anyway, long story short, in the process of us waiting for the doctor, the nurse told my dad to find me bananas, and I should like bite and swallow without chewing so that the banana could like move the coin down my throat. Again, my dad, he was supposed to go, he was to go to the market to get the bananas. He picked me. He was like, I'm not leaving Beryl here. He picked me, we went back to the car, and we went to the market. Went to the market, he bought bananas. Right at the market, he parked his car next to the market and gave me the bananas and like, have a bite and swallow. And that's how the coin went down my throat. It was It was such a horrific experience, by the way. I was traumatized, and that's how I ended up started going to using the potty again. Now, when I went home,
I thought you wanted to cut the story short there. You swallowed the, yeah, I was really waiting for that part. Yes,
And then,
now that
okay,
you
now-
swallowed the coin.
see, I had to use the potty because now
The what? The what? What is a potty?
a potty is a specialized kind of a toilet, very specific
No.
one. The one that is automatic. You just press something and then the toilet comes up
And then it
you
asks you,
sit on
you want
it.
to poop?
Yes. And then anyway, a potty is the training toilet, the toilet that's used to train children. The plastic one, the small plastic.
You can imagine how disgusting it was. Every time you go for long call, you have to go
It's
there
just,
and dig.
we've got the whatever.
You got the concept,
Yeah.
yeah? Thank you.
Disgusting is you. I poop
No, it
chocolate
was-
and cake.
Ew.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Another one.
I can like we had fun. We had like great fun growing up, and we had lots of adventures, and I can tell you for sure. You see, like these ones. Sometimes I'm the one who reminds them, by the way, about some of these things. They can barely remember most of these things. And though most of the time I was in boarding school, they joined boarding school much later on after I did. So most of the time they were home with mom, and they used to come to see me in school. They used to come to see me in school during visiting days. It was lively. It was lively. Stop looking at me like you're waiting for me to remember something about you. I have a lot of memory about you. I have a lot of things that I could say about you. And anyway, should I?
No. Let's not go that way.
She's the last one,
We
right?
still got a lot to say. So just
I save it for the later. Just the bit.
so many episodes to come.
Guys, I've just remember another one. Please let me just say it because where? Let me just say it. I remember that time that we were supposed to be taken to a boarding school. You remember? After we had, we are now in Our Lady of Mercy Primary School here in Nairobi South Sea. Remember? Now we were supposed to be joining boarding school. And guess what? You see this, my hair? It was longer than the way it is now. And it was darker. So it reached a point that I was supposed to be shaved like this. Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, that is the day that I decided to turn to God and pray. And I even learned how to fast. I was fasting and praying so that at least my dad changes his mind like this. We remain in that day school so that I don't cut off my hair. But guess what? After 2 days, my prayers were answered, and the answer was no. My hair went down.
You see, this is how
I
people
will
who
never,
don't. This is
I
how
will never
people-
forget. I will never forget that
you
day.
see the things that distract people who do not concentrate in class. Like, what's the connection between hair and class? You see, it did not even disturb Rose because Rose knows very
listen,
well.
what does my hair got to do with my grades at school? What? What?
It had a lot
How
of
long
things
does
to
it
do.
take for me to comb my hair and tie it like this and go to class? How long?
A lot
How long? How
Then why
long?
was it bothering you? Why was it bothering you?
It was bothering me because I'm going to shave my hair. Imagine.
And look like what? Watermelon?
Listen, that is class 6, class 7, class 8. 3 years looking like this. Look.
Only 3 years. Seriously, 3 years. But I've had my hair this way for the last. We're in 2024. We're in 2024, and that was 2004, 2005. Yeah. This year.
No. I can't imagine myself. Like, how do you even feel? How do you even feel like you go to the shower, you want to take a quick shower, and then like...
No, this year marks 30 years since I started cutting my hair. The last time I went to the salon and plaited my hair was in 1994. From 1994 to 2024, that's how many years?
But it
30
depends.
good years. It
Listen.
depends with what?
How long was your hair before you cut it?
Please. It's not like my hair was hard like a porcupine. I had very nice hair.
I know, but
it was long. It used to reach here. It was long. I can tell you, there's Personally, I didn't even have an issue when my hair was being cut from the word go, because I hated salons. I hated going to the salon. Then the school we were in way back in Eldoret, we did very tiny lines. So you had to sit in the salon for like an hour. Your hair.
That salonist was so slow. I remember her name was Irene.
Grace.
Or Grace. Where?
And she used to put your head
like this
and hold it between her thighs. And when you see, your head is held between someone's thigh for an hour. An hour. I used to hate salons.
And then she's making stories like, yeah, you by the way.
I dreaded those days. I dreaded those days. So when the opportunity came for me to cut my hair, I grabbed it. And I've never looked back. From 1994, I last parted my hair in 1994. So in beginning of 1995, January 1995, I cut my hair. I cut my hair and I've never looked back. Right now, I can have it, sometimes it grows just a little bit longer. And the longest I've ever left it to grow was for like around 8 months. I didn't plait it, but it used to just grow. And it's because I was going through a period in my life that I was tired. I was tired even to go to a barber shop. I was tired. So it grew for like around 8 months or so, between April and December. Yeah, that's around 8 months. Yeah, that's the longest, but this is how my hair is to date. And you see, it's still very, very, very nice. You see, you look at them, look at how they look like. Wow. Hey. This is what I have to deal with, or rather, this is what I had to deal with growing up and all that. And something else about growing up is, you see, like we've told you, Rose was very smart in class. And so, for some reason, there was that belief that she couldn't, anytime we were home, she couldn't do anything wrong. Like, anytime something had gone wrong in the house, it either had to be myself or Anne. Because
it's not a cliche, it's true.
No, it's not.
It is.
It is not. It is
not true. Can you remember the firefighter incident?
What happened?
You see? What happened?
You don't know you went with the firefighter?
Humble yourself.
You remember that firefighter you went?
I carried the firefighter away, or what do you mean? Was there fire somewhere?
Naga.
Where are you going? Where do you want to go? The only thing that used to save it, it's because you were bright.
Yeah, you see, it was because you were bright. Yeah? One time Rose left. Rose left the house. By that time, my dad had retired. We had left. My dad retired very early when we were still in school. No, we nicknamed him Firefighter. We had nicknamed him Firefighter because he was always ready with a bucket of water. Anytime there was fire anywhere in the village, like someone could say, fire, and whoo, he would appear with the bucket like, where's the fire? Where's the fire? So we called him Firefighter. I've even forgotten his real name. That time, Rose, I don't know that.
I can't even remember him myself, by the way.
You can't remember?
I don't remember.
They had gone for a walk with the firefighter. So when my dad came back, you see, I was the eldest back then when we were in the village.
And the firefighter was a he.
Of course.
A he.
So Rose went with this firefighter. I think they went for a walk or something. So, already you going to see the lake
It was
or
for
something?
a walk, not that's what?
Now you can remember what you had gone to do. It was for a walk, but you can't remember the firefighter.
I don't, by the way.
Maybe she can't remember him, because I honestly can't remember him too. I just remember that
I remember him so well. He was tall and dark.
He was tall and dark.
That part of handsome,
Okay, so there was this time Rose had disappeared with the firefighter. They had gone for a walk. So we were in the we were home in our homestead. We were with our grandmother. And we were just like, just telling stories, passing time and all that. My dad had left. He had gone for work. He had some businesses to run. So he was coming back home. So we had his, when you're in the village and a car is approaching, you definitely know. And my dad's car was the only one that was around where we were. So when my dad was coming back, you were like, oh, he's coming back and Rose is not here yet. So we decided we are not going to say hi to him to our house. My dad's house is just in the same compound with my grandmother's house and my uncle's house. So in our grandmother's house. So he decided once he comes out of the car and parks it and goes to the house, we are not going to go out there and say hi. We'll stay still at my grandma's house until Rose comes back. But lo and behold,
Hey.
My dad got out of the car and immediately asked, where is
Where is
Rose?
Rose?
And guess who received all the bashing? Her.
Imagine.
Her.
Imagine.
I was lucky. I remained. I stayed put in my grandmother's house. She received the bashing, yet it is Rose. Rose. And then when Rose eventually came back, my dad asked her, where had you gone to then? Rose tells my dad, I thought my grandma sent me. How can you say that?
Then my grandma kept running. Me! Me!
And you know my
You
grandma.
thought I sent you. Me sending you where? Have I
My
ever sent you?
my grandma did not even cover for her. She was like, me? Sent you where? No. And what the funniest bit is how Rose answered my dad. My dad asked her, where had you gone to? I thought my grandma sent me.
I thought.
How can you think someone has sent you and you go ahead and go to wherever you think you've been sent? It was such...
But I think you were just growing up. I don't know. You were in adolescent or what? I don't know. Because I remember even there was a time Dad had gone to where? He was going to a town Usenge. Usenge. There's a town in our village called Usenge. So he had left with us, Rose and I, and then he was driving us to a certain shop. We were going to buy some charcoal, and then he left. You remember? After us taking those charcoal, and then he told us, now take these items at home, and then I'll join you people later. Now when he left, we decided to go back to our boyfriend.
You had a boyfriend?
Boyfriends.
In the village?
Can I mention him? Can I mention him? Because he's very rich right now. His boyfriend is very rich right now. He's even having a big club here in Nairobi.
And you followed those people up to date. You are even updated like that.
Listen, let me tell you how it went down.
Thank God I used to spend most of my time in school. These people even had boyfriends.
Those boyfriends bought us mandazis, and then we were just making stories. And then now we're walking home slowly.
With the charcoal.
Yes, with the charcoal and mandazi. And then remember, back in the village, just as you said it, when you hear a car coming, of course, that could be Dad. We turn back like this. That was Dad.
Behind you, you carry... Did you...
Charcoal? You see? That day. Beryl, it was now everybody for himself, God for us all. It reached a time that bag that was carrying the charcoal, I don't know what happened. It just two like this, and now charcoal went down, but not all. So I decided to, I think I rescued some. We ran with the ones that we had rescued. Guess what Dad was doing?
But he was seeing you all along.
Imagine.
You were running.
But you see, where you remember that road? It's like you need
Junction.
corners. Yeah. So what happened? Dad slowed down the car, and then he was coming out of the car, picking the charcoal one by one inside the car, one by one as he goes. Now we reached home like this. We changed our clothes so that at least he cannot remember us. Aki, and we were just
because
his
he's not your
children.
father.
I know. And then he came. Trust me. Up to today, he uttered nothing about that. That is what now was bothering us. What about if he decides to ask us now?
And he came with the charcoal.
He came with the charcoal, and then he's asking, where are the rest of the charcoal? And then he gave us. And then he went to his room. We're like, okay, now what is next? What's next? And we've changed our clothes. Rose, in fact, he's even reading. Even doing some assignment there. I'm washing the dishes that were clean already.
you thought he was a young child.
Where?
That you could fool him.
Growing up.
Yeah. Growing up is fun. Or rather, it was fun. Like, and we have like lots and lots of memories. And not only about our childhood, even as adults, we still have very, very many memories. Like things that happened as we grew up, all through. You know, when you grow up, then you start getting into relationships here and there. Some of these people dated very weird people. You see,
which weird people?
No, I'm just saying some
get
people.
weird people,
they-
then
they-
don't put us in your
I'm
name.
not saying
Just
I
tell
did
us
not-
you had
I
dated
did
some
not
weird
ma-
people in
no,
your life.
No,
You've never dated any weird person.
Am I the one with Lubembe and Murtaza?
And those weird people, those are names.
Okay, they are names, and I'm saying some of you, some people. I don't know why.
And actually, the people that you're mentioning were our classmates in class 2 and class 3. Were those our boyfriends?
No, They are not your boyfriends, but I'm just saying, no, I'm just giving examples.
Please
Why
give an
are
example.
You,
No, just give an example of yourself.
Why are you people running?
Give
Why
an
are you running? No one is chasing you.
Wait.
Give an
No,
example of yourself.
Don't talk about anything. Shut up.
You've
Don't
remembered
mention.
something. Talk it out.
Sender.
Have you remembered?
Yes.
Sender.
Can you-
Sender
can
1,
you-
2, or 3?
How many are they?
I think 7.
That sender that I'm talking about, the weird one.
Hey, I know what you're saying. Well, by the way, ladies and
But you
gentlemen.
people, see that one we agreed it's going to be for another whole episode on its own.
Okay.
And
Which sender?
Huh?
Which sender? Which sender are you going to talk about?
is it
the
the
weird
weird
one?
one?
The Brenda sender or the witch sender? Because there is another sender that I want to talk about. That sender is very weird. Weird in a bad way.
So who has dated weird people? You all have the answer. Exactly. Our people are rich. You just had Anne saying that.
Yeah.
My boyfriend, my ex owns a very big
A
club.
very big club here in Nairobi. Yeah, in fact, in CBD.
And you kept contact with that
I
guy.
follow him like this.
You
Like
knew he
this.
was going to marry. No wonder.
No, I got your back. I got your back.
You sliced
I did not. I got your back.
You
I
people
got your back.
just wait. You people, you've said that I updated weird people.
Very.
Yes, I agree. I've dated weird people.
But some of them are
But
very
just wait.
intelligent. Some
Just
of them are
wait.
very intelligent. In
Of
fact, there's someone who you dated, by the way. That one is... Anyway.
I'm just saying.
Another day.
Another day.
Yeah, sorry for another day, because maybe I might talk right now and... Anyway, another day.
We have those senders, sender. We'll put a whole episode for them.
Yes,
We'll
and
put
kindly,
a whole
kindly,
episode for them.
Please, let the introduction part be that sender of that weird sender. That one is very weird. I hope if you're watching this, kindly, if you're the sender, no, just know that you're weird.
By the way,
And it is
sender,
not
you
fair.
told me to
No, don't tell it now. Don't tell it now. But that sender is... Anyway, let's talk about something else.
Yes, let's just talk about something else. Because that one, if we start talking about it right now, I'll get so angry.
And what happened next?
I'll get so angry.
What will happen next?
I don't even know. But I wish I could still do the Obimba thing.
To him,
Yes.
will come as battalion full combat.
Kata 1, kata 2. Anyway, like we said,
But it's nice having big sisters, by the way. I remember when you people went to boarding school.
like me,
Yes, like you. Where when you came back from school, we were like, Beryl, while you're away, this and this person were refusing to talk to us. This person did this. Who else? And then you go out like this. Everybody come here. Come. And they were afraid now they're coming. I did not do anything to Rose and that. No, come.
you see, I'm that big sister who is always very protective of people. You
That
see,
one I agree.
I am always fighting for their rights,
That
both
one I
within
agree.
and without. I fight for their rights, like seriously. I'm always standing up for them. I'm always standing up for them, yet I'm also a
Even if
coward
you're
in
in-
my own way. I'm a coward in my
Even
own
if you
way.
are the ones on the wrong.
Exactly. Even if they are the ones on the wrong. One time they bought a huge teddy bear using money that they had been given to go and bring my sister's wedding gown. She was wedding the following day. The gown was supposed to be picked from the laundries. They were given money to go and pick the gown from the laundry. They went and used the money to go and buy a teddy bear.
In Kisumu.
In Kisumu.
But, by the way,
huge teddy
talk
bear.
about that teddy bear. It
Iko
was,
wapi?
where is that teddy bear?
I don't know where it
No. There was a time I was traveling to Zanzibar. I remember, Beryl, you are the one who was having that teddy bear at that time. I remember, and during that time, you were so down. I think you were going through a lot.
What happened? I don't know where that teddy bear is.
But you are the one
But
having
it was huge.
Yes, it was huge. We understand
These
that.
people went and bought a teddy bear using the money that they were supposed to pick a gown. So we were somewhere waiting for them to bring the gown back.
And then we come-
and they had used that money to buy it. Then now they are calling me. Apparently they bought that teddy bear. And after buying this teddy bear, what happened is the guy, I don't know, they disagreed on something.
Yes, change, I don't know.
They wanted to change the teddy bear and the guy refused. Apparently when they were bargaining for a teddy bear, they bargained for this big teddy bear. And then when it got to the time to take the teddy bear, the guy refused to give them the teddy bear and gave them a smaller one. So they called me and they're telling me, this guy has refused to give us a teddy bear, blah, 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 blah. So I didn't even tell people in the house that these guys have used the money to buy a teddy bear. I went down there. You should have seen me. It was in the streets, on the streets in Kisumu. I went and got, and you see, the way some people, businessmen and women in Kisumu are always very territorially aggressive. I went there and I was like, yes, can you give us the teddy bear they wanted? And this guy refused to give us that teddy bear. So I just whispered to both my sisters, I want to grab this teddy bear, the big one, and at the count of 3, let us run like never before. I grabbed that teddy bear and we took off. We took off. That guy was shocked. In fact, we almost got hit by a car.
I remember.
We ran. We ran. And I learned that from my mom. My mom once pulled that when we were at the supermarket. When we got to the till, I was very young. When we got to the till, and then we had picked a lot of stuff, and then as they were, or rather, what do we call, tilling the stuff, the money like went over and above. And then my mom was like, no. My mom was like, she was too tired to like say like, to take back some. And then she was like, no, I'm not going to let all this shame be on me. Like, all this, we bought all this, and I don't have enough money for this. She just stood there, and then she told me, she whispered to me, you know, it was time to pay. We were supposed to be paying, and then she tells me, Beryl, I want to faint at the count of 3, but don't cry. I'm just pretending. I want to faint. And you know, it was not the first time she was pulling very weird stuff. So I was like, she was very dramatic, by the way. She passed on like 24 years ago, 25 years ago. She was very dramatic. It didn't even take 2 or 3 minutes. My mom, she was down, everything. So she's down there and I'm standing there, and no, people are panicking. People have already started carrying her. She's being carried out of the supermarket, taken out there, and you know, I'm just following there smiling. All I did was just hold her bag because she told me when I faint, take my bag. So I just took her bag and I'm following people. They're carrying her out there and I'm like,
And our shopping?
And we left everything. She didn't pay. We left everything, the shopping, the money, everything. We left. I'm carrying her bag and I'm following people who are carrying her out there. We went out there to the grass. She was laid down. Those who live in Eldoret know there was this supermarket that was called, it was called, I've just written.
Nakumat.
Was it Ukwala?
Oh, no.
I think it was Ukwala supermarket, and it was next to Sosiani River. River Sosiani, Nakuru mattresses.
Yes.
Yeah. So my mom was down there. She had been laid down on the grass, and people were panicking. People were trying to, like, pepeta, and I'm there standing with her bag.
Are you sure you're not crying
And,
laughing at that time?
No, I was not laughing. She had pulled so many stands, so I was just there standing. And then eventually, then people started reducing. Like we started reducing. Like, you see, people have already helped you. Then my mother started coming around, and then people had gone back into the supermarket. Some people were watching from afar. Then my mom whispered to me, Beryl, at the count of 3, we stand and run. Hey, she said 1, 2, 3. Hey,
Everyone
I was the
himself.
one. We crossed River Sosiani very, very fast. Where? We ran, and you know, we left everything. It was fun. It was fun. So that's what I'm telling you. I learned from my mom that day. We grabbed the teddy bear at the count of 3 and we ran. We don't like confrontation and we don't like shame. We run away from shame and we run away from confrontation. That is just about us. And yeah, I know we could go on and on and on. It will never stop. So,
Do you remember anything about that supermarket in Nairobi West? Or I just keep quiet?
Can you shut up?
But do you remember something?
No, I remember a lot of things about that supermarket.
Do you
but
remember that packet of chocolate?
No,
I'm
can
just
you
saying
shut
about
up?
chocolate. I'm talking about chocolate. I have nothing much.
You have nothing much to
I have
say.
nothing much to say.
Anyway, we could go on and on and on. You know, this is just, I just wanted you to understand like our growing up and all that. And we are going to have more and more episodes of everything that used to happen to our house. Ours was a fun house, by the way. We used to call our place Plot 10. And then my mom used to call us her little orphanage. She was like, this is my little orphanage. So definitely we are going to hook up again. In our subsequent videos, we are going to talk about everything and anything that you want us. If you want me to bring Rose and Anne on board again next time, just let us know in the comment section, because they are always ready and willing to support their big sister, because I'm the one who fights for their rights. Can you say it again, Beryl ni?
Beryl ni obimba. Hakuna
Are you going to sing?
Yes.
Yes, 3, 2, 1. Beryl ni obimba. Hakuna mwingine, ni yeye peke yake.
Very, very good. They know it. I am the Obimba. So guys, thank you very much for watching this episode. Let's meet in the next episode. Did I say episode?
No, you won. You won.
Thank you very much for watching this episode. I hope to see you in our next episode. I'm going to bring more fun and life to the sections. Thank you so much. Do not forget to subscribe so that you get to know when we are dishing it out hot. Thank you very much. And from myself, Anne and Rose and Anne, you can't even correct me. Rose and Anne, bye.